Dr. Zilthara had spent 30 years studying radiation effects across 17 different species, but nothing in her extensive research had prepared her for the readings coming from Survey Site Gamma 7. The Kethmori Research Station orbited the devastated planet of Vex-Tool Prime, where a catastrophic reactor failure had released radiation levels measuring 47,000 Roentgens per hour, enough to kill most sapient species within minutes of exposure. The entire planetary surface had been declared uninhabitable for the next 12,000 years. That was before Dr. Sarah Chen volunteered to conduct the ground survey. Radiation readings confirmed at lethal levels, reported technician Velkarn, his appendages trembling as he monitored Chen's descent toward the planet's surface. Atmospheric contamination includes cesium-137, strontium-90, and 17 other isotopes that cause immediate cellular breakdown. Through the observation deck's reinforced viewing ports, they watched Chen's shuttle disappear into the planet's toxic atmosphere. Her mission was straightforward: collect geological samples from the blast epicenter to determine long-term environmental recovery prospects. What happened next would fundamentally challenge everything the galactic scientific community understood about biological radiation tolerance. Chen's first transmission came 12 hours after touchdown. Base camp established at coordinates 47.3 north, 134.8 west. Background radiation is elevated but manageable. Beginning sample collection in the morning. Dr. Zilthara studied Chen's biosensor readings with growing disbelief. The human cellular activity showed no signs of radiation damage. Her DNA repair mechanisms weren't even working overtime. They were operating at baseline efficiency levels. Perhaps her equipment is malfunctioning, suggested Dr. Kextal, the expedition's chief medical officer. No organic being can survive such exposure without immediate chromosomal degradation. But Chen's equipment was functioning perfectly. Over the following days, she transmitted detailed geological surveys, atmospheric readings, and biological assessments from areas where radiation levels exceeded anything recorded in galactic databases. Her daily reports arrived with clockwork precision, accompanied by crystal-clear video footage of her work. In the footage, Chen moved through the devastated landscape wearing nothing more than standard environmental gear, not the heavy radiation shielding that other species would require. She collected samples from Ground Zero, where the reactor had achieved critical mass, leaving a crater filled with material so radioactive it glowed with Cherenkov radiation. Day 4 report. Chen's voice crackled through the communication array. Interesting biological developments in the blast zone. Several plant species are showing adaptive mutations. Appears they're not just surviving the radiation, they're utilizing it as an energy source. Dr. Zilthara paused her analysis. Chen was describing organisms that had evolved to metabolize ionizing radiation, a process that theoretical xenobiology had deemed impossible. Dr. Chen, Zilthara transmitted, please confirm your current location. Our instruments show you're standing directly above the reactor core. Confirmed. I'm about 20 meters from the epicenter. The geological formations here are fascinating. The extreme heat and radiation created mineral structures I've never seen before. The research team exchanged glances of pure terror. Chen was casually exploring an area where background radiation should have killed her cellular structure within nanoseconds. Yet her biosignals remained stable, showing less stress than most species experience during routine physical examinations. On day 6, Chen made a discovery that rewrote xenoarchaeological understanding. While examining the reactor ruins, she found evidence of previous civilizations that had inhabited similarly irradiated environments. Looks like this isn't the first nuclear incident on this planet, she reported. I'm finding fossilized remains that show adaptive radiation resistance dating back millions of years. Evolution on this world has been dealing with high-energy environments for eons. Dr. Kextal reviewed Chen's genetic scans, searching for any explanation for her impossible radiation tolerance. What he found challenged fundamental assumptions about human evolution. Chen's DNA contained repair mechanisms that operated at efficiency levels exceeding anything in galactic biological databases. Her cellular mitochondria showed adaptations for processing high-energy particles, converting potential genetic damage into usable metabolic energy. "She's not just surviving the radiation," Dr. Kextal announced to the stunned research team. "Her body is designed to thrive in it." The implications were staggering. Humans hadn't just evolved on a single death world, they had developed on a planet where natural radioactivity was commonplace. Their biology had been shaped by cosmic rays, natural uranium deposits, and geological processes that routinely expose life forms to radiation levels that would sterilize other worlds. When Chen returned from her survey, she brought samples that would revolutionize galactic understanding of extremophile biology. But more importantly, she had demonstrated that humanity's definition of uninhabitable was merely a starting point for exploration. As Dr. Ziltharov filed her final report, she realized that the galaxy's most dangerous environments might be humanity's most comfortable territories. The Deathworlders hadn't just survived impossible conditions, they had evolved to call them home.